I'm interested to hear a little bit about resources that might or might not be offered. One of them is actually how valuable is the internet? If you go onto the internet, you mentioned it earlier, I think, and was it a friend of yours who had experience of going online to find patients who you might talk with?
Yeah, there's breast cancer website where you can go on and you can talk to people that are, in your same situation, and you can speak to them online and make friends with them and discuss things, and and it's up to you whether you want to exchange phone numbers with them and talk to them later, or email them. And and my friend found it very useful. She chose 3 people that she wanted to speak to, and she's kept in touch with them, two of them now, and still speaks to them. So it's helped her out. If you don't have access to anybody that's that's gone through your type of cancer, if you go on the websites, and especially if it's a different cancer or a rare cancer, and you can find out sometimes they tell you what stage they're at or what kind of cancer. You can pick somebody with the same type of cancer that you've got and have talks with them.
Yes.
And that makes you feel that I'm not on my own. I've got somebody else there that's going through the same thing as me.
Yeah. So if you can access it, often through a chat room, you can often make a connection that you can extend later.
Yeah.
But some people would say the gold standard is still meeting somebody face to face, if possible.
Yeah.
And that can be sometimes organised as a form of mentorship or cancer buddy.
Yeah.
And I think you've had experience of that as well.
Yeah, I had one of my sister-in-law's friends that she worked with, and that she was diagnosed and she hadn't got anybody, and she says, would you speak to her? And I said, yeah, of course I would speak to her. And she rang me up and we got chatting, and she said she was scared of going for her one of her meetings at the clinics, and that, and I said I'd come with her, and I went with her, and and then I introduced her to my other friends that I'd met, and so we had like a social network, and she was joined in, and and she still rings them up now and then if she needs help.
And you actually then went with her to appointments?
Yes. Yeah.
So you were effectively her cancer buddy, the more experienced one who'd been through it already.
Yeah.
And do you think that paid off for her? Was it valuable?
Oh God, yes. She was. We always said if you needed anything at the end of the day, we were at the phone. Morning, noon, and night kind of thing. Just give us a ring, give us a text, and that. We'll be there for you. Sometimes people will, be upset and they just want to talk. And
out of curiosity, was it valuable? Was it therapeutic for you?
Yes, I think because we'd been through it, we knew that it helps us as well, but it also helps them. And we know that we don't want to let anybody feel that they're on their own.
I know in some countries, I'm thinking of Holland, the Dutch Cancer Society has a whole network of volunteers who are basically mentors to new patients.
Yeah.
And it can work really well, that system, but it requires quite a bit of organisation.
Yes, yeah.
A proxy, a kind of an alternative to that is what we're doing here, which is to provide the pre-recorded stories.
Yes.
I know when you came initially, we hadn't really got it off the ground. Coming back today, reshooting it because you've given such a valuable story. Do you think the video diary, although it's not maybe as powerful as the personal contact, could there still be something valuable in that? Yeah,
because I think even when you see people that have gone through, that you might pick up of something I've said that, well, I feel the same as way as you do, and they'll think, well, I'm not on my own. I'm not silly for feeling like that. It's not just me. It's other people feel the same way. And if you can get people to talk and go, you know, not to sit there and worry all the while. You know, if you talk to somebody, you know, it doesn't always take everything away, but it helps, you know, for you to feel better at the end of the day. And speaking to somebody, and even if you're listening to somebody talking, you know that you're not on your own, and there's other people out there.
That's it. In terms of your personal video, who would you like to see it ultimately?
I don't mind anybody seeing it, really. Anybody that it would help for them to get through what is, you know, a horrible thing to go through on your own, or even with family and that. And if it helps anybody to, at the end of the day, to find out information, or to make them feel better, and to, you know, to stop them worrying and things like that, then yeah, it's a good idea.